What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and we all know Mod 3 is the king of all Poseidons. But with this newest release, is it? That's coming up next, and this is Eau So Fraiche. What is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave. This is my channel, Eau So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed the content. Also, think about subscribing. It really means a lot. And hit me decent down on my notification bell in. That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, as you saw from the intro, we got a new mod. We've had a mod 1, we've had a mod 3. For some reason it was skipped over. Now we got a mod 2. So let's get into it. So with this newest release, this mod 2 is another chapter in the remix series that we got going on. We have the mod 1, which was a very smoky, dirtier version. We have mod 3, very nice, bright pineapple. This was the first one that started putting the ISO-E and really just giving a good dose of Ifragra. Added notes of juniper berry and a lot of other things were put into this to really change the construct of what the original Poseidon was. And you guys have all seen the video, I'm sure, of the Poseidon's Elixir 2.0 versus mod 3, where mod 3 really gave him one good solid right hook and a roundhouse kick to the mouth to dethrone him. So as of today, before this review, mod 3, in my opinion, and quite a few others, is the king of the Poseidons, at least in Dua's house. It's fresh and it's fantastic, but we got a new challenger. The scent that we got in this house is called Poseidon's Elixir Remix Mod 2. Now, this baby here is definitely going to be a problem. It came out, a lot of people were talking about it, so I definitely have to give you guys my take on it. But let me shut up and get to why you guys all came here and get to the scent breakdown. All right, I got my mod 2. I'm not saying the entire thing, just call it mod 2, just like all the rest of us. Be cool. And my handy dandy fresh strip. We're gonna put mod 2 to paper. Filled my lungs with deliciousness. All right. Mind-boggling already. This opens up with a quick strike of citrus. It's a nice bergamot. The real star here, though, and it comes out really quick, is a ripe pineapple. So a lot of people know the 2.0 pineapple, really juicy. That's what happens when a pineapple gets really ripe, gets even sweeter, gets juicier. So that's what we have here. But the addition that we don't have that's in any other one, in addition, is the sour green apple that's in here. Normally there's a green apple. Green apple already has a tinge of sour as it is. This is definitely amplified sour, but in a great way. It gives a dynamic to this that is unprecedented, at least in Aventus, or when you think of what Aventus is. A lot of people are fans of berries or the apple or the citrus or vanillas. This one, completely out of left field. It doesn't take on the shape of mod 3, where that's very good pineapple. And it doesn't take on the profile of mod 1 either, that had a little bit more of a dirty feel, a little bit more of a smoky feel. This is sitting right in between. The sour green apple is something that you're not going to be ready for. Also, something we don't see a lot of, red currant. Black currant is used already in Poseidon's inside of Aventus, but this red currant, though, really like spins this thing around on its head and makes you know, hey, this smells like Aventus, but it doesn't smell like Aventus. It completely changes the characteristics of an original. So I am starting to get really concerned for mod 3 here, because this thing on paper and on skin is smelling phenomenal. All right, and as we get to the mid, the heart of this thing is mint. Similar to the Poseidon's Cologne, if you guys know that, it has that amped up mint, but this is very refreshing, and it's also chased behind with a cray-cray little herbal note. He says that thyme is in here, but it just comes off very herbal. And I'm going to be upfront, and I've heard a couple other people mention this, and it's just what sticks in my brain. That's why I try not to see too many other reviews. And I don't think anybody's actually reviewed this yet, but it comes off a little bit like Hachivat. It has that herbal type note in it. So already, anytime things have pineapple, automatically it's an Aventus cologne, right? Every time. But this has characteristics with that herbal type feel of Hachivat. So for fans of Aventus and for fans of Hachivat, you're going to be a fan of this because it's amazing. The opening, nothing similar like Hachivat. It has some sour notes, but in the mid, and especially when you get towards the dry down, you have that herbal note that's in here that's very present in Hachivat. Now, please do not get me wrong. This is not a Hachivat clone. This is not based off of it. It just has that herbal vibe. They don't smell identical in whatsoever way, but because there's pineapple, because there is similarities, that's what I'm going to use to get into your brain. So if you've smelled Hachivat, it has a similar vein, but it is not a clone of Hachivat, okay? This is a completely weird remix that he did that is breathtaking. All right, and then getting into the base. As always, Shion Skin. This, and I'm going to jump ahead. This has been on my skin for 9 freaking hours. Still decent performance. The Vifragra in this is just unprecedented already, and this is a brand new bottle. Now, I did have to wait 2 weeks to get my bottle in the mail, so it was a little delay, so pre-maceration, don't macerate in public. But it's already began. This is going to blow the socks off of a lot of people in terms of performance, but the star of the show, mint, still present, albeit a lot quieter than it was. The mint is still here. I can pick it up. Patchouli is the star. Fantastic. So that's going to give this a little bit of a dirty take as well. I don't want to scare people off. The patchouli is done extremely well. It's masked here with a bunch of woods that are mixed in. Sandalwood is in here. It's creamy, but it does have a nice little freshness to the dirt, if you will. And again, I'm saying these words many times just to convey for fans that are a little bit hypersensitive to patchouli. It's present in here, but it is done extremely well. ISO-E Super also is in here. That's a synthetic, so something to keep in mind. I try to be as honest and upfront and give the notes that are actually in here and ones that are present. There's a lot of other things going on in here that I can probably pick up if I dig deep, but I want to be upfront and tell you what I can actually smell. So these are some of the more prominent notes. Another phenomenal trick that was added in here is this little incense note that was put with the birch tar. So for fans of smoky Aventus, you're going to get it in this, but it's going to be in a completely different form where the incense kind of just smokes the birch out and takes it and makes it a little bit smoother, if you will, and rounds the edges out of the initial birch that some people may find off-putting. I think this may swing in your favor and you may enjoy this more. So just to put this in a quick box, this is not your typical sweet, fruity 2.0 or your Mod 3. It does open with an amazing, sweet, juicy, ripe pineapple. It does have some sour tinges to it. It has a fantastic herbal note, but it does get a little funky and a little dirty. Nothing barnyard, none of that mess, but it's woody. It's got a little bit of earth to it and smoke. So up front, if those are not things that you enjoy, this may not be for you, and I would recommend a sample because it is a very, very good iteration, and it's definitely a contender to possibly take on Mod 3. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a 1, 2, 3, even though I'm completely positive Mod 1 would not make it past the first round. So really, in my opinion, it'd be Mod 2 versus Mod 3. So definitely look out for that because I'm going to be doing it because this thing is a stunner. All right, where to wear it, who can wear it, longevity. I've already said it. I had to kind of get it out quick because it is such a good performer. Right out of the bottle, right out of the gate, it is amazing. I'm probably going to get 10 hours. I haven't been wearing it. First actual full wearing of this thing, already get 9 hours. I can 100% assure you it's going to be 10 hours at least. The projection, a very, very good 2 hours. So you can expect very good performance, very good push. Sillage is very nice as well. Now, to me, this does lean a little bit masculine. It's heavier in the patchouli, in the woody base. Some women may not like the sour that's in the front. The juicy pineapple, everybody in America is going to love it unless you hate pineapple, in which case, but to each their own. Wear what you love what you wear. So I do think this is a masculine fragrance. Unisex, perhaps. Definitely try it. Women, if you're already fans of a little bit earthier, a little bit woodier, and a little bit smokier fragrances, no problem. This is a beautiful rendition. It's definitely a remix version because there's nothing like this. When you smell this, you're going to get vibe of Aventus. You're going to get, like I said, a touch vibe of Hachivat, gorgeous pineapple. But then the comparisons stop because this is its own fragrance and it is done extremely well. Now, this fragrance, just like most of the other Aventus and the Poseidon's expressions, summer, spring, fall, if you live in hot climates, if you live in cooler climates, I think you could probably still get away with this because that base is really, really strong. I don't think this is amazing for wintertime, especially if it's bitter cold. It may not be able to stand up. But that being said, southern areas in the United States, anywhere below the tropics, the equator, any of that, this is going to be a no-brainer. Rock this anytime. You're going to enjoy it. If it gets cool at night, you're not going to have a problem. Like I said, this base is extremely strong with Vifragra. There's a lot of woods, a lot of patchouli, a lot of different things going on that's just going to stiffen this thing up and just shrug off the majority of bad weather. Now, unfortunately, where I live, I probably am not going to be able to pull this off November, December, January, February when it's bitter cold with snow pounding us. But other than that, this thing is going to get a lot of spins because I am in love with this fragrance. So for this phenomenal mod 2, that's all I have. Till I come to you again, I want to thank you guys and you girls so much. I love you. Continue to be blessed and stay fresh. New haircut. Peace.